As you all know, Friday Night Football has been a staple of our newscasts this season, and with all the crazy firings and resignations when it comes to head coaches in the NFL, we needed both Marissa Stubbs and Damien Bartonek to help break it down. What's going on, everyone? Marissa, let's start with you. Bill Belichick and the Patriots parted ways after 24 years. Was this shocking to you?
Yeah, well, not for me. I would say not for a lot of people as well, because 24 years is a long tenure for any coach, no matter what level you're coaching at. But, y'all, we all know the downfall of the Patriots this season especially. They finished 4-13, not good at all, but I think Bill Belichick also knew that his time was coming to an end.
Yeah, I would say for me, I was shocked because before the year, I wouldn't have thought he would have been fired or resigned, stepped down, whatever you want to call it. I think it was pretty much mutual. But honestly, because he's been great for so long, and they're just 2 years removed from winning 10 games. And I'm a Washington Commanders fan. I know how hard it is to win 10 games just from a viewing perspective. And I will say, man, it's really shocking to have seen him step down. It's kind of like the Spurs of Greg Popovich. You would never expect him to just, part ways, right? But Burt, what are you thinking?
I wasn't surprised because once the season started to go on a little bit, you could kind of see that it would make sense for him to leave. What I thought was surprising is that they had the succession plan already in place with Gerard Mayo. Yeah. He's been with the Patriots organization as a player and an assistant. We'll see where this goes. Maybe he'll be kind of like DeMeco Ryans, but we have a lot of stuff to get to. So Belichick, as we know, is far from the only coach that is no longer with the team that he started the season with. There's a lot of openings across the league, actually. In the NFC, there's the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, the Seattle Seahawks, and Damien's Washington Commanders. In the AFC, you have the Los Angeles Chargers, the Las Vegas Raiders, and one of the biggest shockers, really, was the Tennessee Titans to let go of Mike Vrabel. I hope I got that first name right, but I know it's Vrabel.
Yeah, you did.
Damien, which one of these openings is most appealing to you?
Well, to me personally, the most appealing is the Washington Commanders. But I'm not going to lie to you, I'm trying to be objective here, and I can explain to you a little bit further. I do think it's Washington for a plethora of reasons. For one, over $100 million in cap space. Huge for anyone coming in. Number two, you have a plethora of draft picks, 6 picks in the top 100. That's huge for anyone coming in to build a roster. Not only that as well, you do have some decent players on the team. You have a Terry McLaurin who's made the Pro Bowl, Jonathan Allen who's been an All-Pro. You have guys that you can kind of build on. You have a good foundation of players. So I will say Washington, but if you want to say I'm being biased, one team that I will say that I think is a decent opening is Atlanta. I think Atlanta is a quarterback away from being good. Yeah. So that's my take. Marissa, what are you thinking?
Well, the biggest coaching shock for me was Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll. I mean, I feel like none of us expected that. When I seen the news that Pete Carroll was, being released, I'm just like, what? Because the Seahawks haven't been that bad this year within the past few years. So it's just like, in the NFL, which brings up the next question, like, what is going on when, a coach doesn't have a winning season, but he still has a great season?
Yeah.
That's true, and Pete Carroll's now in an advisory role, which is a nice way of saying we don't want you anymore, but we have a lot of respect for you, so you can kind of help with the coaching search. So Bill B, Pete Carroll, they're not the only ones out. There's a total of 6 openings right now. What does this kind of say to both of you guys that there's this high amount of turnover? And it's not just this year. It seems like the last few seasons, a lot of coaches have been out come the end of the regular season.
Right. I mean, it's either win or go home. For me, it's just like, if you come in, you win. We talk about DeMeco Ryans. He's done a great job with the Houston Texans. But I think that's what the NFL craves. They want that coach to come in and be able to turn around a whole team. It takes time. We all know it takes time to turn around a losing record or a team that has, been on the outside of winning. But I just feel like I said, come in and win and do what you got to do.
Yeah, for me, I think earlier, remember when Tom Brady said that the quarterback play, the offensive play is at an all-time low? Remember when he got a lot of flack for that, right? Yeah. I do believe that to be true, though. I think when you look at the advanced numbers, you have stuff like turnover percentages are up higher than ever. Defensively, I know everyone believes it's harder to play defense in this era. I think, honestly, it's just a show that philosophically this game moves on so fast, schematically moves on so fast that, man, if you're not getting up with the times, if you're not evolving season by season, you are going to get passed up. And I think in this era, especially in the era of analytics, I mean, Burt, I come on here every Friday and throw the numbers to you. I think it kind of shows, man, you have to be up with the times. What do you think about that, Burt, as well? And also, I forgot to get your answer on which opening you thought was the best. So, yeah, feel free.
Real quick, I'll just go with the Chargers because they have Herbert in place. They have Bosa on the defensive side. When it comes to all this coaching changes, coaching carousel, one, yes, it's analytics. And two, I think a lot of organizations see that going younger and with offensive-minded coaches is working. Let's
Way
look
to
at
go.
McVay.
Yep.
Let's look at Miami. Not to say that there can't be people that are quote-unquote older or old school that
Yeah.
can have a lasting impact.
Campbell.
Dan Campbell. There you go. And real quick before we go, the playoffs start tomorrow. Marissa, who's going to be in the Super Bowl and win it all?
All right, Super Bowl, Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Ravens winning it all.
Okay, I got the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills.
That's funny because I also have the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills, and I'll say the Bills will win it all. And that means Bills Mafia is going to be jumping through a lot of tables. And when
I like that.
happens,
And
we
get
all
free
win.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
We get free Popeyes.
Free
I'm
Popeyes.
not mad at that. I am rooting for the 49ers, though. I'm a huge fan of Kyle Shanahan's offense. Love watching teams run the football. We all know San Francisco loves to run the football. So That's what I
Absolutely.
can't wait for.
And that'll do it for this great football discussion. We'll be right back.